We're taking a look at the Eufy S1 Pro. Now they did send this for review, but of course, as always, they did not send, there was no funds exchange or anything like that. They just sent it over to get checked out. We definitely keep it unbiased as always. And yeah, if you see other reviews out there for vacuums and they're not dirty, ask yourself if people have used those. We've been using this for like over a month now, and I've ran it through the paces, had like zero issues with even going through and taking muddy footprints, going all across the floor, letting it dry for hours, and then letting it go loose. And it would mop up everything. It has a nice little roller mop on it. It self-empties the water. It dumps everything, does all the things like you would normally do, but on the automated process. And it's pretty badass. I will say that we've been pretty impressed, because I even had some of my other mop vacuums even go after it just to see if there would be anything that'd be missed, and nope, no problem at all. It came back with clean water, didn't have any issues. Now I will say with the roller, I guess you won't get some of the corners like you normally would in some of the ones that have the little circular brushes on the back, but this had no issues getting all that stuff and picking it up. But definitely check out the Eufy S1 Pro. We got plenty of stuff to show in this video. This one is very simple with I guess where the filter goes in, the little basket. I kind of like that, you know, just lift it up and pop in, pop out. And this just has the little instructions on how to clean it, etc. The buttons on here is, you really don't need to mess with them except for the initial usage of it. That's actually on and off, I guess, if you want to turn it off if you're gone for a, you know, extended period. And then they have this 3D matrix eye. Yeah. Now one thing I did like about the bottom of it is that has two of these. Most of the vacuums, yeah, you can see we definitely use this. Most of the vacuums only have one of these. Thought it was kind of cool that they had two of these that sweep stuff into the big mouth here. And yeah, it's got hair around it and everything. I'm sure you're disgusted by now, but I just did stuff off the cuff and do it real. So yeah, this pops in, pops out, just like normal, pretty simple stuff. Has two wheels. Now we get to party in the back is the roller for the mop. It does turn. It's really tough to turn when it's up in there, and it has this thing to mop, and it's pretty cool that it's like almost to the edge, unlike another one I've seen. But then some other ones have pads out the back, and then it kind of hangs out so it can get into the corner, which is kind of cool. So you won't find this one getting into mopping the corners, but it has a big wide swath. So it's pros and cons there. So of course, since we had that dog here, and it looks like freaking, I don't know, it's almost like string, but the roller actually comes in here and it dumps in this reservoir and gets cleaned off. You can see they have a little thing right here, the little filter for dropping in. It's sucking up the dirty water. And so you do need to clean this every so often, especially if you got a dog. But they also have this pop out, and you could hear, which is kind of cool, it actually said from the robot itself that the tray was removed. So you can just clean that off. And maybe we need another vacuum to clean this, right? Is fairly easy. I do like the design of it compared to some I've messed with. Is the tank is easy to take off, easy to refill. You just pop open the side, pour the water in with the faucet or whatever to the fill line, and close it up. It does have the little ports on the back, so don't overfill it, otherwise it sloshes out. And they do have the little cleaner. It's just a little simple bottle. I'm sure it's their proprietary little thing, so you need to buy from them or somehow refill it. And it just goes in here and pops in, and it's kind of hidden away. Now right here, you'll notice this is under the water tank. There's two little electric things. Those go into the little ionizer thing, which I'll show in a second. But the dust bag, you do need to take the water thing off, and you lift this up, and the dust bag is inside here. It is a very tall tower, but that makes it easy where you don't have to, you know, start going in there. Here's the little ozone ionizer thing or whatever. And you got the play button. You can do all different things with it. Tells you like what's going on with the vacuum itself. Because like I know sometimes if you got it running and you want to pause it or whatever, you got to pull the app up or go find it. You can just walk over here and hit the pause button and it will tell it to, you know, stop or start or whatever. In the living room, we've got like dirty footprints. I even stuck some cane sauce and let it dry for a little bit. And this would be the test I would like to see for like dirty, muddy footprints. Can that roller pick this stuff up and get it done? Charging. So it actually does a surprisingly damn good job. I did see one spot where it like turned and then it left a line from like the roller. You know, that's just, I don't know, just something weird the way it does. But it did pick up all the dirt and everything. That's just a mark that's in the wood. And got up all the stuff, including like the dried like cane sauce. And so all the dried like muddy footprints that was probably a little more over than real world, but did a pretty damn good job. I mean, this was outside the zone. Was this right here. So it was pretty decent, you know, for like dried, like muddy footprints. That's what I actually did. I went out in the yard back by the chicken coop and stepped in a bunch of mud, came in here, and then walked all across the floor to make a big mess. But it did a pretty damn good job. And once it's done, it comes back to the base and basically wash the mop in this debris tray in the back. And then after it's done washing the mop and then dumps it in the dirty water thing, it will go into a drying mop mode, and it turns the wheel, the little roller bar, every 15 minutes or whatever, and dries that mop bar off so it doesn't start to stink or anything like that. Otherwise it would, if you just left it moist, it would be a bad idea. I guess it washes and drains. You can see it there a little bit. Now, I guess that leads us to, would you buy one? They are kind of pricey for what, vacuum mopper deals are, but hey, you do get what you pay for here. I can say that. I was pretty shocked, and so was my wife pretty shocked at how well it picked up and cleaned the damn floors and picked up even some sticky stuff that was on the floor that I totally thought it would not pick up at all. It did a pretty good job. So if you just want a no fuss thing out there and it will clean the floors and do the thing, this probably might be the one for you. Now, of course, I did not see an integration for, and we always talk about Home Assistant, didn't see any type of integration out there for Home Assistant. This is going to be stuck in the cloud for right now. I saw some rumors about potentially they may get Matter support later, but there's no Matter with that right now. So I'm going to go with it does not have support, because I can never guarantee, because I've been screwed in the past with many products, not from this company, but several others. Don't believe it until you exactly see it. So I'm going to say it does not have support for Home Assistant at this time. That'll about do it for this one. I do appreciate Eufy for seeing this for review. Of course, no funds were exchanged. Again, as always, kept it unbiased. And yep, you know the drill. Press all them buttons and y'all take care. Didn't line up, huh, buddy? What are you doing?